This dude here is like truly insane, and he's running for Congress. And the sad thing is, there are several people like him who is already in Congress. So we have legitimately insane people with the highest reigns of power in the United States making laws. This dude here, Mark Burns, claims uh, satanic forces have taken over schools, and China is the reason why the cost of living is so high in the United States.
Our enemies are operating in plain sight. Evil is on the march, and they're not even trying to hide it. Satanic forces are taking over our schools, preying on our children with transgender surgeries and drag queen story hours. South Carolina.
Wait, so God can't protect the schools or the earth from Satan? Somehow Satan is powerful enough to take all the schools, and what? God is just sitting back letting it happen. Why is that going on? See, this dude is insane thinking that satanic forces are taking over the schools because there are transgender people at schools. Like, that's not how it works. Satan does not exist, nor does their God, but these people are so insane, they want to believe such.
Is being invaded by terrorists and drug cartels, and no one in D.C. or Columbia is lifting a finger. Our enemies in
Wait, nobody in DC is lifting a finger against immigration and stuff like that, which is a lie because look at what Biden is doing with immigration at the border and various other politicians passing laws to prevent migrants from entering the United States.
China are waging economic warfare against every American, making it impossible to afford to live here, to buy groceries, gas, or even pay the light bill. And Trader
Somehow, it is China's fault for rent being so high in the United States, for the prices of grocery being so high in the States, and everything else. That is truly insane, because it's not China's fault. It is the fault of greedy corporate owners in the United States, increasing the prices of everything to nearly unaffordable prices.
Joe Biden's far-left Department of Defense is working to destroy our military from within. American institutions have lost all.
How is Joe Biden trying to destroy the military? He doesn't even say how, which the reason is because he isn't doing anything of this sort, but he knows he can get those military supporting right-wingers to get triggered if he says Joe is destroying the military.
All common sense. We have a wide open border and we have entirely abandoned the rule of law. DC is taking our tax dollars and using it to fund the takeover. Let me say that again. American taxpayers are paying for the destruction of their own nation. Look at Iran and Afghanistan. We must hold responsible those elected officials who take our hard
Wait, what about Iran and Afghanistan? He says look at Iran and Afghanistan, but what point was he trying to make there?
earned dollar to use them to do battle against us. It is treason, plain and simple. We cannot afford to allow medical tyrants that gave us the mandates and shutdowns and forced vaccinations to continue their homicidal march for total control.
Well, if it wasn't for vaccinations, dude, you'd be dead. You would probably would have died as a kid from polio or something else. It is so insane how people can be against vaccines while also knowing that vaccines is the reason why so many kids can survive against childhood diseases instead of dying from like polio.
Our faith and our freedom is under fire. Any country that will spy on Christian church attendees is just one step away from all-out gun confiscation and totalitarian.
I doubt this dude had any issue when the United States was spying on Muslim people at mosque and radicalizing people. Uh, those FBI agents and stuff were known as mosque walkers because they were well known to radicalize people. Um, though, being that this happened like after 9/11, there's a lot of right wingers that had no issue with anything like that of the sort because they're racist and bigoted.